Hey there, it's Laura Wansek. Thanks for watching. I've got a traveler's notebook spread here. I've got a 4.25 by 8.25 inch photo there on the left of myself that I took in my scrapbook room, and I extended the ceiling a little bit to create some negative space there for a title using the clone stamp tool in Photoshop. And if you want to learn more about how to use Photoshop, I do have a Photoshop ABCs class with big picture classes where I talk about the basics if you feel intimidated, and then I cover more advanced stuff like that as well using the clone stamp tool. Everything I know about Photoshop is in that class. So I'm working with the Folklore Traveler's Notebook and Color Theory subscription kits from Studio Calico for March 2021. And this page is my favorite here, this I don't know, geometric style page. And I thought that I would turn it into a pocket. So I cut it apart and I mounted it here on some cardstock. So it'll be not inside of a page protector. It'll be outside of a page protector. And I do punch holes there on the left in just a minute with my little punch. And I'm creating a little pocket here by putting foam adhesive around the edges of this, and I just hand cut it. It doesn't look perfect, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm gonna make a little insert to go into it. I have no idea what the final size of that was. I just sort of cut it until it slid in easily. So using this foam tape around the edges, you create a nice little pocket where, the paper guides in nicely. I don't know what got on there, some kind of adhesive, maybe from the foam adhesive. You can see that I cut that wrong, so I end up cropping it and remounting it, which actually worked nicely because I wanted it to be a little bit thicker. I could have mounted it on chipboard or something, but I just thought paper was fine. So the Color Theory subscription this month are these sticker sheets with tabs and what are these called? Reinforcements. And I loved the way that those look, especially if you're going to do pages outside of the pocket, because it helps reinforce the holes there and it just adds something kind of fun. So I just picked a few, lots of different colors come in the subscription, and I picked a few colors that I felt like matched this spread. And I like the way that that looked. So I cut another one of the patterns down. I'm guessing that's like 3 by 8 to be my insert. And then I used my score buddy there to score it. I was going to do that rainbow, but I decided that it really didn't work. And then I'm taking another one of the patterned papers and mounting it there on the back. So I'm making a little flip up. So it's like a little flip up that you pull out of that pocket. And I just stamped, a little quick little letter to myself there in the orange part. And I masked off the edge just using scrap cardstock. So just a really easy little masking technique there. And I love the "hey, you look really good" sentiment. So I cut that up and I'm going to put it there in the photo. So I'm cutting out the tabs in the colors that I want to use. And these are going to be for the flip ups. So I just picked colors that I felt like matched the photo and the pattern papers that I've picked. And then I printed just a few quick stream of consciousness type notes to myself. They are 1.5 inches by 2 inches. And I did 6 of them. And then I do 4 down, 4 in a row, 4 in kind of a vertical column here. And then when you flip up, then there's 2 extras sentiments that you see when you flip up, and then 2 photos of me from that I had also taken on the same day that I took that selfie over on the left. So I'm just using my score buddy here to score these so that they fold more easily. This was one of those products that I hadn't kind of thought to buy. I didn't think I would use it that much, and now that I have it, I use it all the time. I have a lot of products like that, like my typewriter, my die cut machine. I was like, I don't want to pay for that. I'm not going to use it. And then as soon as I invest in it, I find that I use it all the time. So it's kind of funny. So I don't know why I did 6. I really just wrote little notes to myself. I just sat down on my computer and started typing. And then I just, whenever I felt like I had said what I wanted to say to myself, I finished. So not really any reason. It was just totally just whatever was on my heart in that particular moment. Oh, I ended up doing 4 photos. That's right. So I did 2, kind of did them scattered. So on the other side of some of those. And then I just put a few stickers on the extra openings there. So just kind of fun, something a little playful. And then you fold that down and then you slip it in the pocket there. So I really like the puffy stickers that come with the Traveler's Notebook kit. And I love this washi tape. It's just so fun. I think that I had just played around and, sometimes you just have to move stuff around, to see. This is why I like physical scrapbooking, because I need to move things around, with my hands to really know whether they're going to look good or not. I liked the me time because this was like a time for me to kind of scrapbook about myself, which I don't do nearly as often as I do about my kids. That little fox and that little sleeping deer is just so cute. And I love the press pause. Sometimes the sentiments in scrapbook kits are very inspiring to me. Like I'll read it and I'll be like, I do need to press pause, or I do need some me time. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Art inspires life, right? So just some colorful little pieces there on the tabs, and then you fold it down. I toyed with the idea of coming up with something to kind of close it, like a little washi enclosure or something, but then I just decided I didn't need that. So I ended up putting the little deer there at the bottom, and then the press pause, and then just the roller date stamp that I have, just to mark the date. And I really like the way that this turned out, a nice simple design. And then I did put some little flowers there just because they're fun. And I love the puffy sticker set. It's one of my favorites in a long time. So good. And I wanted them to kind of interact with the edges of that pink section. I like playing with the with this kind of grid design. So I cut the edges off so that they would be kind of butted up against the edge and stay within that kind of design scheme there. I really, really like that. I hope that more of those are to come. It's so cute. So this will go in my, I'm somebody who cuts up my traveler's notebooks kits. I just like to have the papers and put them in pocket page scrapbooking because that's kind of how I roll. But you can do it however, inspires you. So thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.